Alan, thank you so much. You have me in tears, just with inspiration and that connection, that earthly connection that we have to the natural world and everything that the natural world reminds us to do, which in the winter we so often forget. You know, we're busy and holidays and New Year and all this fun stuff, and we're supposed to be quiet. We're supposed to be silent. We're supposed to be going into that that darkness, and we're doing the exact opposite. So it's no wonder we get crazy around the holidays, right? Oh, so beautiful. And it leads so beautifully into what I was inspired to share today. So what I do is I'm guided to weave three of Bob's songs into a message. So what I'm going to share today, I called An Enchanted Mind. And what a beautiful way to usher in spring, which I didn't even make that connection as we were preparing for this weekend. So that seed of potential, that seed of enchantment, what's happening in that dark space that we've hopefully allowed ourselves, given ourselves permission to enter over the last few months, and is ready to birth. So I want to start with a little excerpt from Emma Curtis Hopkins. She says, "There are ways of thinking about your environment which will make you like a harp in the fingers of love." I'm going to repeat that. Isn't that beautiful? There are ways of thinking about your environment which will make you like a harp in the fingers of love. So enchanting will be your silent mind to the world-hurt traveler. So blessed will sound your voice to the bruised child of human hardships. You need not worry about whether you shall speak or not. You will have your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel if you take the fresh morning for giving thanks and glad praises unto the Spirit, and speak forth with freedom some lesson of this science.
How can I say anything but thank you? And how can I say anything but grace? 'Cause everything in front of me is heaven, everywhere and every place. Every pleasure, every pain, every joy, and every heartache. And how every now and then take the time to appreciate. And how can I say anything but thank you? How can I say anything but grace? Come on, y'all sing with us. And how can I say anything but grace? And I say grace. Come on, angels, sing it with us. I say grace. And I say grace. And I say grace. 'Cause everything in front of me is a miracle. Every line on every face, and every handshake, and every embrace.
So when we refer back to Emma Curtis Hopkins, she says, "So enchanting will be your silent mind, you need not worry. You will have your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel if you take the fresh morning for giving thanks and glad praises unto the Spirit, and speak forth with freedom some lesson of this science." So the word enchant means to fill someone or something with great delight, to charm, to put someone or something under a spell. So, how often do we consider if delight is filling our mind? How often do we allow our thoughts to charm the very nature that we are? How often are we aware of the spell that we are putting onto our soul? How often are we consciously creating the foundation for our silent mind to receive the messages from the spirit world, the gospel, as Emma called it? The simplest way to calm our worried mind is to find gratefulness in everything, every space, thing, as everything, as it is, as it shows up, as it appears from our own unique perspective. Also, as the potential that we believe it can be. Bob reminded us every pleasure, every pain, every joy, every heartache, every worry, every doubt, every up, every down, and every mistake. Find gratefulness. Find the grace in all moments, in everything. It comes when we recognize that nothing is good or bad unless we choose to qualify it as good or bad. How can I say anything but thank you? How can I say anything but grace? period. End. But then what? What happens after that? What feeds our soul once our mind calms into that state of gratitude, into that state of grace? Emma Curtis Hopkins also said, to say that my good is supply, God is my good, therefore God is my supply, is to stir the mountains and the seas to bring us our new provisions. My good is supply. God is my good. Therefore, God is my supply, is to stir the mountains and the seas to bring us our new provisions. With that, I want to slowly transition into a state of graceful gratitude, gratefulness, and bring a space of meditation where we can create that space to stir those mountains and to stir those seas, to allow the mind to be filled with possibilities of the rebirth, possibilities of spring from that place of grace, from that place of gratitude, from the place of giving thanks. How do we understand nature and science and time and space, which don't really exist, and cosmology and all of these things? How can we even wrap our brain around all that? Yet, the truth of our mind, the truth of the collective already knows what that is, where it comes from, and that all of it is within us. So I want to invite us all to sink into that limitless potential of our own imagination's enchantment. Become charmed. Become spelled. Allow those, give those dimensions permission to influence, to speak to us. Give ourselves permission to listen in that quiet, so that as we come out of the quiet, we can then bring that connection, that reconnection, that remembrance into existence. So I'm simply going to invite all of us to exhale all of the air from our bodies, and as we do that, we fully, we squeeze our bellies, we push all of that air out and squeeze our bellies, so that when we allow the inhale to happen, it simply happens. There's no effort into the inhale. So as we exhale fully, and we squeeze all the air out, we pause for one moment, feeling empty and allowing ourselves to receive the in-breath. And as you follow that pattern in your own time, allow not the air, but what's riding in on the air to enliven every cell in your being. Allow yourself to be filled intentionally and consciously with spirit, fully exhaling, squeezing those muscles so that we completely exhale. And allow the inhale to take care of itself. Fully embracing, allowing, and enlivening the life force energies, the life force connections that we have internally. And as you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. Keep that pattern, keep that intention with your breathing to empty completely, like a balloon that has no air in it. And pause pause and feel that darkness, feel that emptiness, feel that connection to the truth of you, and allow the inhale to fill you with consciousness, fill you with spirit. And as you connect to yourself, I invite you to bring your attention to your third eye. Allow that inhale to activate your third eye, connecting to that which we've come to call imagination. If we can imagine it, it exists. Allow that breath, that life force to activate that third eye and give yourself permission to fill that space with imagery, with whatever wants to enter that space right now. Allow yourself to come into color, to come into shape, to come into form, everything that wants to birth as your truth, as your message, as the inspiration for you today. And listen. Find in that imagery the gold nugget, the gold piece, not just at the end of the rainbow, but covering the rainbow. And as that vision expands and morphs and shifts and spirals and spins and twirls into many different possibilities, I encourage you to listen to the lyrics of this song as part of this meditation. Allow yourself to stir the mountains, to stir the seas, and to stir up whatever is ready to birth within you.
When no one is looking, I chew on mountains, down on the mountains, because I know they are sweet homes. When no one is looking, I sip from the cool summer sky, and I savor the blue of it, and it colors my eyes. When no one is looking, I wanna kiss God. When no one is looking, I wanna kiss God. So I lift up my own hand to my mouth. When no one is looking, I call forth the thunder and the rain, and I lasso the sunshine, and it warms the blood in my veins. No one is looking, I talk with the flowers and the trees, and I tell them my secrets, and they listen to me. When no one is looking at me, what is looking through me can when no one is looking. I blow off the dust from the Milky Way, and I polish off the stars. And the dust on my fingers is my own. But no one is looking. Yeah, I paint smiles on faces with frowns, and I swipe a little lift from a joyful child. She's holding my hand. But no one is looking. I breathe in with you and I feel sweet relief, and I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs. Yeah, I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs. When no one is looking, I wanna kiss God. When no one is looking, I wanna kiss God. So I lift up my own head to my mouth. I lift up my own hand to my mouth. And I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs.
The mystery of contemplation, the mystery of meditation, the mystery of connecting to that of the unseen space, the breath, the spirit, the imagery, the imagination, the mind, the feels, the truth that does not need words. Allow yourself to reconnect to your breath, reminding us that we are animated. We are animated by that life force riding in on that air, giving us the gift of life, giving us the gift of presence, giving us the gift of being human. How can you say anything but thank you? How can you say anything but grace? And as you come into your body, I invite you to open your eyes, find yourself in the physical space that we are connected to. The universe sent out a note a few years ago, a note from the universe. And if you don't know about that, they're fantastic. A note from the universe. And it said this: your very thoughts are the key. You can do it. Whatever you want, you can have it. Just think it, feel it, and vaguely move towards it. Vaguely move towards it. Vaguely move towards it. Feel it, think it, and move. Put something into motion. And with persistence, tipping points will be reached, critical mass is formed, and the most outlandish serendipities arranged. The world you now live in was created this very way, and through thinking, you perpetuate the celebration. You are a non-stop creating machine, a manifesting maestro. You are pure cause, and for now, it is still virtually a secret. Your very thoughts are the key. In my shamanic tradition, the energy centers are vision, which flows down through our bodies into thought, and being able to communicate those thoughts to ourselves consciously, hopefully with love, and communicate them into the world so that we can feel them all through the body, bring it into our body existence, find the passion so that then we take action. Those are the 5 energy centers from the Peruvian perspective. We have to have the vision, yes. We have to be able to communicate it. We have to be able to feel it. We have to be able to get passionate about it, and we have to take action. Even if we don't know the 20 actions that need to happen to make that vision a reality, we just have to take the first step. With grace, with gratitude, and compassion and love. You guys study Ernest Holmes. You know. You know and understand the power of thought. As the note from the universe says, your very thoughts are key, the key to unlocking the secret, the mystery that Bob sang about. If we hold the mystery closer than we hold our beliefs, the human constructs that influence our behaviors, feelings, and thoughts begin to soften and broaden. We more gracefully connect to the creative maestro that we are. We sense and feel with depths that we often cannot, and I would add, should not, put into words. We increase the probability that we will effectively and persistently harness that which rides in on the air, animating our existence. We build our house as our self and as our capital S, self, on the richness of spells and magic and serendipities. We recognize that we are the ones we have been waiting for, as June Jordan presented in 1978. So if we're the ones that we've been waiting for, then you're the one that you have been waiting for. I am the one that I have been waiting for. We so often find it easier to collectively use the word we. We've got to start with I. We've got to start with I so that we can hold ourselves accountable and spread that I-ness into the you-ness and the we-ness. Emma Curtis Hopkins refers to that as making it useful. It's not selfish to go from we to I, because in reciprocation, we see in ourselves what we can see in others. We see in others what we can see in ourselves, and collectively that turns into a big we. So Emma says this about making it useful. There is one indestructible substance pervading all things, from the remotest star to the nearest dust particle. This substance is finer than any substance cognized by the senses. It is finer than the attraction of gravitation, cohesion, destruction. It can only be cognized by the mind. It can only be handled by the thoughts of the mind. And only the understanding of the mind can make it useful. He who, by any matter of thinking, handles this substance soon finds himself experiencing vital renewals throughout the body and mind. He has begun the animation of the particular from the universal. He has begun the animation of the particular from the universal, an art eagerly sought by the ancients. So the intention today was to fill your body, enliven your senses, animate the body, animate the imagery in your mind. Connect to that unseen message that's always there when we allow ourselves to sink into that space where we can receive, to reconnect the breath, the spirit, and bring in that experience that is indescribable. How often are we searching for the words to describe what we're feeling? Guys, words do no justice to what we feel. Yet we try so hard. We try so hard to put into words to make others understand. Do we even understand it for ourselves? Do we allow ourselves to go into that space? Rumi Prose offers this translation. What you are seeking is seeking you. If we truly believe that we're created from that one indestructible substance, that's quite a circular reference, yes? Because we seek God through God. We seek ourself through ourself. We seek ourself through God. We seek God through ourself. By that accord, we never have to seek for anything outside of us to enchant us. We have everything in our soul's house that we build through our own consciousness. If we go back to the beginning where I started, there are ways of thinking about your environment which will make you like a harp in the fingers of love. What music are you singing? What music are you playing? Are you the harp? Are you the fingers? Are you the notes? Are you the space between the notes? Why can't we be all of them, enchanted, spellbound, mysterious, and be okay in all of the music that we bring to the world?
Well, we've come to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Everything is music. Well, we've come to the place where everything is music. Everything is music. Let it play. I get a little finger snap or something. Tell me, why do you stay in a jail when the door is wide open? Sing it with me. The door is wide open. The door is wide open. And tell me, why do you stay in a jail when the door is wide open? So let the beauty that you love be what you do. right, we need like a hand clap now. Well, the day you wake up sad and empty,
Don't go back to sleep.
come on, y'all sing it.
Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep.
Well, the day you wake up sad and empty,
Don't go back to sleep.
'cause there's
A million ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
Come on, y'all. There's a
Million ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
Don't worry now about saving all these songs, 'cause there's so many more just waiting to be found. And if all these instruments
Should disappear.
well, you'd still hear something coming up from
Way down in the ground.
Y'all ready to come on and sing it with us? Well, we've come to the place where
Everything is music.
Come on, y'all sing it.
Everything is music.
Ah.
Everything is music.
Well, we've come to the place where
Everything is music. Everything is music. Let it play.
well,
Everything is music. Let it play.
well, the day you wake up sad and empty,
Don't go back to sleep.
come on, y'all.
Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep.
Well, the day that you wake up sad and empty,
Don't go back to sleep.
'cause there's a
Million ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
there's a
Million ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
one more time. There's a
Million ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
yeah.
This has been a wonderful service, and Bob and Shannon are going to close us out with one final song.
Well, thank you so much for all of your graciousness, and how can I say anything but thank you? Really, that's how I feel. When we got here last night, it was a long journey and no dinner and not even a bathroom stop from Orlando, and just came in and were just greeted by all the angels, and just thank all of you for that, and thanks Brittany for the accommodations, and I was wondering why my guitar was doing that funny thing. And, we'll come back if you guys will ever have us. I'll just say that. And, we do this. This used to be our full-time thing, 8 years, and we took 2 years off because of the situation in the world. And it's really good to be back in front of human beings instead of screens. So appreciate you guys having us, and we'll see you down the road. And we do this because we really want to. We call our thing "Where the Light Gets In," because we truly want to bring that light, and we want it to get in to you. So our goal in life is to actually leave here and have people maybe make a little change. Maybe go, you know what, there's so many messages in Shannon's song. So we really just like the idea of quantum shift, like let's make the shift right now. Let's just stop talking about it. Let's do it. So how about a song to go along with that right there? It's called It's Time. chorus is to sing along. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'm the only one singing. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's another day under the same sun. It's another day to lean in and claim some. It's another day to be bold, brave, and unafraid. It's another chance to change direction. Move the arrow, a course correction. Be an instrument, be the changer, move out of the way. So if your glass is half empty, then fill it. If it's overflowing, then spill it. Over the mouths that thirst and the souls that hurt. Spill it, spill it, spill it, 'cause we need your heart. We need it open wide. We need you brilliantly beaming, glowing, and knowing the goodness from inside. We need your beautiful smile, and we need it right now. 'Cause you're the light of the world, the light of this world. And it's time you figured it out. It's time, it's time. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. Yeah, you're the answer, it's perfect timing. There ain't no use in hiding this blinding, shining diamond you've been disguising. You're the universe in a static motion. You're the elixir, the magic potion for a world that cries for what's behind your eyes. So if your glass is half empty, then fill it. If it's overflowing, then spill it. Over the mouths it's thirst and the souls that hurt. Spill it, spill it, spill it, 'cause we need your heart. Need it open wide. We need you brilliantly beaming, glowing, and knowing the goodness from inside. We need your beautiful smile, and we need it right now. 'Cause you're the light of the world, the light of this world. And it's time you figured it out. It's time, it's time. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. To be true, to be the beautiful you, to let your soul smile through your eyes. Because you're one little light can light 10,000 more. Together we will, together we will. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Yeah, there's a celebration in the streets. Brothers and sisters, they finally meet. All these orphans under the same sun, same sky. Yeah, there's a glow on the horizon. Shiva calling, Shakti rising. And there are so many signs, signs, signs. And we need your heart. We need it open wide. We need you brilliantly beaming, glowing, and knowing the goodness from inside. We need your beautiful smile, and we need it right now. 'Cause you're the light of this world, the light of this world. And it's time you figured it out. It's time, it's time. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.